Mega Tyranitar is a huge threat into the ever-popular Mega Charizard Y, and Mega Mawile covers up some of its weaker matchups for T-Tar. Mawile's ability Huge Power makes it a huge threat into the fighting and fairy types that can be scary for Tyranitar. I built this team and was very happy to take it on a 12-win streak on the ladder, ending at Masterball Tier 3 around 1800. So I think the team's pretty good, but still room to improve if anybody wants to iterate. If you're new to the channel, my name is Tunasi, and I'm an engineer in my day job that enjoys competitive VGC Pokemon team building and laddering. So if you like unique VGC builds, sit back, relax, hit that like and subscribe button, because you're in the right place here. In today's video, we're betting on the Eldritch Horror friends in Mega Tyranitar and Mega Mawile to beat the meta threats in Regulation MB. The starting idea was simple. Last Regulation, Charizard was king, and I expected going into Regulation MB, a lot of people were going to be running Charizard Y to prey on the poor creative types that are trying to use the new Pokemon. I think Tyranitar is a hard wall into Charizard, and wanted to build around that as the core of my team. Tyranitar has strong weather control in this meta, since setting weather, actually you want to be the slowest, which Tyranitar often is on switch in or on the game start, and can often overwrite the weather set by faster Pelipper or Ninetales sets. Tyranitar can also Mega to reset the weather again and again here, being slowest is best, making Charizard Y and Frostlass look a little bit silly resetting their weather only for it to be sandy again. Some of Tyranitar's biggest threats are Mega Staraptor, Annihilate, Comaos, Sneasler, and Floette and Sylveon, all of which Mega Mawile threatens super effective damage onto. Mawile also appreciates that Tyranitar helps against Charizard teams, but unfortunately both of them are still weak to ground-type Pokemon, so we made sure to put some Levitate and Flying types on the team to balance out the defenses. Here's the Replica ID for you to use. This team should stay up for a while, but no promises since I'm really enjoying building new teams for Regulation MB. Pokepace is included down in the description below, as well as some timestamps if you want to skip the detailed team description and jump straight into the battles. At the heart of it, this is a Tyranitar team, so let's start with the Tyrant himself. Held item is Tyranitarite to give a 20% boost to attack and defenses, as well as weather control mentioned previously. Ability is Sandstream. Unnerve is interesting if you want to run a non-Mega Tyranitar under different weather, or if you want to be sneaky and potentially run Low Kick and Unnerve, Chopal Berry, Kingambit into a one-hit KO. For moves, Rock Slide and Knockoff are, to me, the reason you run Tyranitar. Spread, stab boosted physical damage attacks in Rock Slide is incredible on our sweeping Pokemon. Knockoff does huge damage and gets utility of knocking off pesky leftovers or Citrus Berry from supportive or tanky types. Third move is Dealer's Choice. I tried out Curse to boost attack and physical defense and speed up under Trick Room, but setting up Trick Room and Curse often meant that turn 1 was often so passive we wouldn't survive. The second iteration was really designed more around Low Kick, giving us a better matchup into the mirror and against Kingambit. However, you could run Dragon Dance or Swords Dance, and I could see all of those being strong in their own right. Nothing special in the fourth move slot with Protect. I like Protect on the team with Sinistra, as well as allowing Sandsword damage to build up chip on the enemy opponents. For EVs, I completely ignored any going into speed. In fact, you could also consider running Brave Nature to minimize speed, since this team runs Tail Room, allowing us to bring the best speed control for the situation. I added 29 EVs to HP for max Sinistra Hospitality recovery, and 32 EVs into attack and boosting Adamant Nature to maximize, since we don't really have a way to boost attack on this moveset. The rest I dump into speed to help in the mirror so I can low kick first. I did consider running a defensive set that can live Kingambit low kick, but it required pretty much pure HP and defense investment, so it could be good on a Swords Dance or another setup set that can really boost your attack to be threatening levels. Next mon on the team is Mega Mawile. Held item is Mawile Light, since base form Mawile is basically an insect compared to Mega Mawile. It's kind of a toss-up for me right now on whether to run Intimidate or Hypercutter as a base ability. Intimidate feels like it can often be a liability into Annihilate, Kingambit, Milotic, or others. I'm still leaning towards Intimidate overall, since it gives Mawile a role on the team, even if it doesn't Mega Evolve. We wouldn't play Rough and Ironhead for our stab coverage moves, and the third slot is Swords Dance for the aforementioned Intimidate weakness, Protect on the final slot to synergize with Sinistra, switching for heals and defensive counterplay. For EVs, we're running a slow, bulky attacking set. You could consider running max speed Mega Mawile, since you actually do outspeed max speed Mega Aerodactyl and Tailwind. When you have Tailwind and they don't, I should be very clear there. And can one-shot Mega Arrow with Ironhead. However, I wanted a slower set that can trade well while speed control is established. I have enough speed to always outspeed max speed Floette and Charizard under Tailwind, as well as some Adamant Garchomp sets. Adamant gives Mawile a huge offensive presence straight off the bat. Next up, I added Sinistra to the team. This is actually my most played Pokemon in Champions, and being a great switch-in for Tyranitar's fighting in ground's weaknesses is why it's here. Held items Kasib Berry for Basculegion and Aegislash. You could run Okaberry for Zard Y or Pyroar matchups, but I like Kasib since it allows us to survive a Last Respects after 2 stacks and neutralize Basculegion with Strength Sap. I actually normally like Focus Sash on Cine teams, but since the Sand Chip is bringing us down from full each turn, it had a lot of anti-synergy. Ability is Hospitality, since this is a supportive set. Matcha Gotcha is an incredible mandatory move on Sinistra for the Swampert Rain matchup. Standard Cine moveset overall, with Strength Sap chosen over Life Dew to help with physical matchups. For EVs, I went max HP since I have speed control with Trick Room and want to be able to take a hit while I set up Trick Room. Next, I added 23 EVs into defense to make sure I always survive 2 stacked Last Respects under max attack Life Orb Basculegion. I'm not playing around against this fish. The rest I dump into special defense and add a boosting nature of Calm in case I need to take a weaker Heat Wave or Shadow Ball. We're not surviving one from Charizard. 4th slot goes to Rotom Wash. Levitate was needed on the team with our 2 ground weak sweepers, and Rotom has a lovely matchup against Garchomp, the primary ground type attacker in the format. Rotom is holding the Citrus Berry as it can help it live longer against the buildup of Sand Chip, and moves are pretty standard here, with key move being Will-O-Wisp, which really saves the Garchomp and Sneasler matchups for the team. EVs, I put 6 into speed for outspeeding Mega Aerodactyl under Tailwind, and I threw 31 EVs to maximize health with an even number for Citrus Berry and Super Fang shenanigans. The rest I dump into special attack with Modest Nature to do as much damage as possible, and I do want to note that Milotic would be a good option for this slot over Rotom, but I found that Rotom specifically performed better against Garchomp, which was kind of a problematic matchup. 5th mon on the team is Talonflame. I've been wanting to experiment with Leftovers Talonflame on a Sand team for a while now, and Fire Flying is really good add for the team's poor fighting type matchups, as well as one of the premier Tailwind setters. Leftovers is the key for Talonflame on this set, since it often catches opponents waiting on turn 1 for Talonflame to break its own Gale Wings under Chip from the Sandstorm, but often it just allows Talonflame a free turn to set up or get off some damage. Sinistra's on the team can also be a fun way to restore the Gale Wings after recoil damage or light enemy damage. I put 27 EVs into speed to guarantee we outspeed max speed Sneasler without Gale Wings, and all Whimsicots even with Prankster, which almost no other Pokemon can claim to do. We want to do maximum damage into Staraptor, so we've chosen Brave Bird over Dual Wing Beat, and Flare Bits, Tailwind, and Protect all being standard good moves for the Firebird. It's important to invest into Talonflame's attack since Base 81 attack is quite weak. I had 32 EVs and then dumped the rest into HP, which also so happens to maximize Leftovers recovery. 6th mon on the team is Garchomp, simply because it's so strong in the sand. We are running Life Orb because it allows Garchomp to OHKO all Charizards and enemy Garchomps in one hit, so long as we hit our Scale Shots, which I just love Scale Shot. Sandveil as an ability is definitely a consideration, and frankly, I think it's undervalued since dodging an attack can often be game-winning. However, I wanted to run Life Orb as previously mentioned, and I think Rough Skin synergizes better overall with Life Orb. This is the standard Chomp moveset and EVs I run. I haven't put too much into calculating potentially defensive hits, but I felt offensive was the way to go. Let me know if there's maybe a better option for the team, EVs-wise, or as a 6th Pokemon choice. But offensively, we really want a ground-type damage, and frankly, no one does it like the Chomp. Different combinations to try out include Talonflame and Tyranitar or Garchomp, which can threaten huge damage on turn 1. Fast Rock Slides can be extremely broken, often removing the opponent's ability to play the game. Sinistra in the back can provide healing and give a sneaky Trick Room option for Mega Mawile or Rotom if you want more synergy with Garchomp Earthquake. I like this combination if I see enemy Sneasler or Whimsicots. I think I can snipe with Talonflame before they can move, or if I see that the opponent's team is generally weak to Rock Slide or Earthquake spam. Tyranitar with Sinistra is also a great lead. Most people wouldn't consider it because Hospitality is best in the back. However, Sinistra's Rage Powder on turn 1 can often protect Tyranitar from a close combat and allow it to often take out the enemy threat in exchange. It also allows Sinistra to set up a turn 1 Trick Room option with Tyranitar protecting and baiting a fighting type move into itself and allowing you to have speed control for the next 4 turns. In the back, we want Rotom as a switch-in and Mega Mawile for a potential Trick Room sweep. This could be a strong option into Sneasler and Swampert specifically. Just bear in mind, Tyranitar doesn't actually outspeed Swampert even in the sand, so keep that in mind unless you're facing a weird, slower Swampert set. The third combo to try out is Mawile and Talonflame in the lead. Mawile has just enough speed to threaten Modest Mega Floette and enemy Adamant Garchomp with an Ohako before they can move. Sinistra is often necessary in the back, and Tyranitar can be brought for weather control or anti-fire pressure. Last combo I have for you today is actually Talonflame and Rotom to threaten fast Will-O-Wisps and Disruption early game to diffuse offensive threats like Garchomp or Sneasler before Tyranitar or Mega Mawile can come in the back. One of the major weaknesses I found for the team is Archaludon under Reflect. Unfortunately, the team's mostly offensive, and all of our threats into Archaludon, such as Garchomp and Mega Mawile, are also threatened with super effective Dragon or highly effective Flash Cannons into Mawile. I say generally this team is weak to Intimidate and Parting Shot cycling and general just debuffs. And I invite anyone that tries out the team to report back and let us know if there's any different options that you ran that maybe help with these weaknesses. This being a Tail Room team, it can often be game losing if you choose to bring the wrong speed control in turn 1. If the enemy opponent catches you running Tailwind while they set up Trick Room, it can put you behind very early. Fake out cycling is also fairly annoying for the team to handle, and the only tool we really have against it is Sinistra's Ghost typing. Alright, first opponent is Swampert Rain. Kind of liking leading Sinistra here. And Rotom, potentially. Rotom, Sinistra with Tyranitar in the back with low kick. I think that works. And then what do we want? Do we want Garchomp to help with Archaludon? They're going to have screens. I don't think we bring Talonflame. Talonflame. It's Mawile or Garchomp, and I'm leaning towards Garchomp. Let's try this. See if they go Swampert. Pelipper. 7-win streak, okay. Illumine and Kyogre, okay. So off rip, we can Will-O-Wisp the... I think I like that. Okay, so let's Will-O-Wisp the Metagross. The other alternative was we Thunderbolt the Pelipper, although I think that's kind of an obvious play. They could double up into my Sinistra if I don't go into Peli, but it could be Focus Sash Peli. A little bit worried about that. It could be Citrus Berry. I think we one-shot no matter what if it's not Focus. Maybe the obvious play is the best play here. Metagross can't hit, so I kind of like... Okay, I like Will-O-Wisp here. And Strength Sap after taking a... Oh, okay. We're not going to take a Hurricane. So the Strength Sap is completely calling out their Mega Evolution here, which they don't do. Okay. Did we go for the Will-O-Wisp? We did. Good. So we don't give the defense boost to Archaludon. Okay. So now I kind of want to T-Bolt into Metagross. I think they're a little bit concerned. I think we go for a Trick Room here with Cine. I'm calling that they're switching out Metagross here. After seeing my play, I don't think they want the burn on the Metagross. I think they're going to go into Sableye here potentially, or back into Pelipper, hence my Thunderbolt. Yep, okay, so they do withdraw. Sinistra, so they didn't bring Sableye. Flash Cannon's not going to do enough, but they can reverse. Maybe the Trick Room's going to kind of hurt here, actually. We could Will-O-Wisp the Arch. I think I like that. And switch out the Cine. Garchomp's too fast here. I think T-Tar takes like the 2-shot with low kick here. We catch them hopefully in... Tyranitar avoids, that's nice. It's going to do a lot to Rotom though. Yeah, get Citrus Berry going. And then hopefully we caught them in an Electro Shot here. And we can get a low kick in, potentially a knockoff into Sinistra. Okay, so no more leftovers recovery. Dragon Pulse into Rotom, so Rotom lives. They're scared of Rotom from Metagross. The burn sucks. So Rotom dies next turn unless we swap in Sinistra, which seems bad to me. I don't think I take another tick of sand. And then how much time do we have on Trick Room? We have 3 turns. It's too soon to bring in Garchomp. So I think Rotom's dying here. We're committing that our team can take the rest of this. I'm just going to Wisp Sinistra. Mega Evolve. I think we low kick. I don't want to be taking flash cannons from this guy. My ear is itchy, I apologize. After you shower and you get a little water in your ear. That's what's going on here. Okay. We didn't protect Sinistra, so that's pretty good for us. Ooh, I don't know if we get it. Stamina. We did Will-O-Wisp into that slot. So they go for the Rotom KO here. No. Tickles. And we lose Rotom here, right? Ooh, we might stay. Ooh, interesting. That's really good for us. Now we can swap in Cine here, save Rotom for a future like sacrifice, or potentially we never get a Will-O-Wisp off into Metagross, but that's okay because this allows us to optimize our Sinistra healing. So now I'm going to read that they're protecting their guy here. I'm going to knock off Sinistra. Protecting doesn't help them because the burn cancels out the leftovers, but I also think they're nervous and they take out Sinistra to get healing back on the Archaludon. But we can bring Garchomp in once we get Trick Room over. We heal up. What do they go for? Attacked. Perfect. Okay. So now we knock off Sinistra. I don't know if it kills. It definitely doesn't if it's got the Colbur. Oh, maybe not. Ooh, that's scary. I don't like that. Don't like that at all. Doesn't kill. I don't think Sandstorm Chip does 7%. I think it does 6 or 3. I can't remember. 6, okay. How much time? We have Trick Room. This could be where we sack Rotom. And Oh, I think we have to do another low kick, unfortunately. That's our Sinistra. Good matcha. Ooh, that does a lot. Ooh, we went low kick. So sandstorm trip will not kill. Ugh. Low kick. Oh, we crit. Oh, that's huge. Woo! Okay. Okay. Things got better. So I'm actually going to bring Chomp in. So I can swap out T-Tar here if I want to get the sand back and then the weather war, although I don't know if it matters anymore. I'm gonna go for Earthquake and just protect here. I want to take a little damage on Chomp, honestly, to get the value out of Hospitality in the future, and I think this is the best play. I think they're going to predict or go for my Tyranitar, hoping that I'm going for a knockoff here. Let's see if they protect. Cine should not survive this. Perfect, perfect. And hopefully they go into T-Tar. Yep. Got him! Okay, so this should pretty much seal it, I think. I didn't even do any damage to our Garchomp to heal with Hospitality. Oof. Yeah. And now we just go back into Sinistra where Garchomp is and get the knockoff kill into Metagross. Life Orb Garchomp is busted. So good. It does so much damage, yeah. Won the game. One turn. Alright. We continue on with a win streak. Okay, Pyroar. Pyroar T-Tar is pretty good. Scrafty. Scrafty. You have Talonflame. You have Will-O-Wisp. Rotom's looking kind of good into a lot of this team, except for Venusaur, but we could Will-O-Wisp Venusaur. We have Talonflame. Kind of like Tyranitar Talonflame here. You have oh, they have a lot of intimidating going on. Interesting. Okay. Let's go Rotom then. With T-Tar in the back, I think. Mawile's not good into Venu with... well, neither of these guys are. Tyranitar I think is needed for the Sun team. I don't think it's Mega Venu. I think it's either Mega Scrafty, Mega Pyroar. I think it's one of those two. I don't think they do Mega Venu. So I think that's Chlorophyll Venu. Which means maybe we bring our Tyranitar up front with Talonflame. I think this is fine. I think it's just Garchomp in the back. We'll see. This is tough. This looks like a scary team. I don't know if this is like a professional team or a tournament winning team. It looks pretty well built. Scrafty the Sociable. Okay, they are doing the double intimidate stuff. So we can go for the Will-O-Wisp immediately. I can go for Flare Blitz here. I can't Brave Bird because of... that's a pretty cool tech, actually. And I think we Flare Blitz here, Will-O-Wisp here. So we get the Flare Blitz in. I don't really care if they get Trick Room up. I'm probably going into Tyranitar anyway. Now we can actually attack with Talonflame. Talonflame, I'm thinking we can protect. I don't know if I want to protect. I could go Brave Bird here, but we're -1, soon to be -2 most likely. They could go Parting Shot potentially into what, like Torkoal, but we switch in Tyranitar, Garchomp, we're fine here. I'm actually fine just going for the Brave Bird into Scrafty and the Will-O-Wisp. Maybe just go T-Bolt. Talonflame's dying here? I think so. Fuck. No! I messed up. Okay. I meant to protect, but we'll see what happens. I spent too much time. I need to pay more attention. Yeah, with the Intimidate, we're definitely not getting the KO. With all his defenses, too. Thunder. Okay. They did double it. I should have protected. Yeah. Okay, so now we get our random move on Rotom. Oh, that was so bad. Hopefully that doesn't kill the streak. That's not bad. I ain't mad. So now all the Intimidates are over. We go Chomp, Protect, Will-O-Wisp, I kind of like, and we stall out a little bit of Trick Room. We hold the Mega for the Torkoal switch in. Protect. Oh, we hold the Mega. What am I saying? And then we Will-O-Wisp, Scrafty. Okay, Protect. Anybody else protecting? No. Psychic. Okay. Shoo, that did some damage. Oh my gosh. Is that Twisted Spoon? Okay, we get the burn off. That's huge. First damage we've done to Scrafty. And now he's going to be chipping down. How much time do we have left on Trick Room? 2 more turns. I'm kind of tempted to just go into Garchomp here and Thunderbolt for Graph. We do know he has Drain Punch. That's a little scary. Another Psychic. They stick in. Okay, they're going for Rotom here. Jeez, that does so much damage. It's crazy. Okay, you should Rough Skin any healing he gets back. Do we kill Farig here? Perfect. And we don't die to sand, I hope. I didn't check how low my health went there. Fire Chip, Sand Chip. Okay, we're fine. Now we can just double protect and Trick Room ends, right? He might take out Scrafty. We can also Earthquake here. Okay. Kind of like double protect, honestly. Who else do you have? Don't know. It's probably Venu. I just like double protect here. And then does he swap in Venu now? It doesn't really matter, I don't think. We're not taking any chip from sand. We get another burn chip onto the Scrafty Mega. What do you go for? Eruption? Yep. Dice Punch, okay. Earthquake looks pretty clean here. Probably like Earthquake, Thunderbolt into the Torkoal slot. I think Earthquake probably gets Scrafty, but I don't know if I really care if it doesn't. But maybe I do. Because if they could protect on Torkoal, swap out Scrafty, come back in later with... Who are they swapping out into? Venu? So it doesn't really matter. I don't want to do Hydro Pump, yeah. So we get the chip onto Venu, or... Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, there's the protect. Interesting. I don't care if Rotom dies here. I kind of see them swapping out Torkoal here, and I need to get the KO on Mamo. The Ice Shard's really obvious into Garchomp. It'd be kind of crazy to me if they don't. Yeah, they're Helping Hand Ice Sharding into Garchomp, I hope. That's the obvious play. Maybe they're Earthquaking? That'd be sweet. Okay, perfect. Now we hit Hydro. We always hit Hydro. Whew, okay. That takes care of Mamo. And that should be GG. Now we can just Earthquake with Garchomp. So they're going to fake out Garchomp, so I probably either want to T-Bolt or swap in. I don't think I want to go for double protect. I could swap in. I kind of like the swap here, actually. And then Hydro Torkoal, win the Weather War. Potentially one-shot Torkoal if we hit. They could call with the Drain Punch, which would be very impressive. We fake out into that guy. Doesn't get the KO. Eruption. Weather Ball. Not going to do a lot. Alright, that should spell victory for us. Because now we just Mega. We could potentially Earthquake first. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Even after timing out on that turn. Luckily, the bot selected Hydro Pump for us and got us the W. Okay. 9-win streak. Oh, a T-Tar enthusiast on the other side. Okay, I really like Chomp with Rotom. They're gonna be key here. Okay, so Chomp, Rotom, and I think we bring Mawile. And I'm just trusting they're going to set sand for themselves. But Excadrill is really what we want to target here. Specifically, I want to kind of bait Garchomp lead here. So they go like Incin, Fake Out, all that stuff. But then I'm just going to Will-O-Wisp the Excadrill. And once Exca's dead, Corviknight could be a problem. But that's why I have Rotom. And then Sinister keeps them all alive. That's the idea. They have their own Cine. They have Incin Cine, which is going to be really good into us. We have Life Orb Garchomp. Yeah, they go with the lead. Tyranitar wants to Rock Slide most likely here. Could knock off my Rotom Citrus Berry. We could burn Earthquake. I really like Will-O-Wisp Earthquake. Garchomp's always going to go before T-Tar. They could double protect, but if they're taking an Earthquake with T-Tar, that's good news for us, even if they protect Excadrill. They're in kind of a tough spot here. They do Mega. We have our own Mawile we can also bring in to Intimidate here. We're not going to kill with Earthquake, but we're going to do a lot with Life Orb. Excuse me? It's Mold Breaker? Yo, y'all are nuts. Oh my god. What are you nuts? You're not Sandrush. Oh, into Garchomp. He kills himself. That did a lot of damage, though. Excadrill's crazy. We're not bulky, though. Oh, what a turn for Team Tunasi. What the heck? That's awesome. Okay, so they weren't fast. And they didn't Mold Breaker Earthquake. I did get my citrus though. Okay, Cinny's coming in and we're just earthquaking away. Or maybe we come in... Okay, Rotom. So we could Hydro Pump. Protect here, I think looks pretty good. Could even go into Cinny. Could look even better. I mean, I'm honestly reading T-Tar's protecting here. We're hedging our bets, which is why we're attacking into it. I just want it off the board. It could be scary if it's Dragon Dance or Curse. Okay, protect. Cinny's in a really good spot here. They're probably going T-Bolt or... Okay. That's totally fine. So I think this is where we click the Trick Room button. Is that correct? Because we're outspeeding with Garchomp, I mean, so maybe we don't. Who do they have in the back? Either Corviknight, Sinistra, or Incin. Could see a Sinistra swap in here, but they're saving a burnt T-Tar. I don't know how much value that has. I don't think we kill with Hydro Pump after a Cinny, though. I like this. Will-O-Wisp here. I kind of just like Matcha Gotcha. Honestly, over Trick Room, I mean, we miss. Okay. Faster as well. They double into Cinny. Oh, thank gosh. Okay, I don't have Citrus, but we're gonna like heal near full here. Yeah. T-Tar lives, but he's gonna die to burn. Rotom, do you get burnt? No. So we missed 2 burns on Rotom this turn. Everybody's slowly dying, but we can rotate Cinny out now. And just go for like a Thunderbolt. We're faster. Bring in Garchomp. Keep our own Mawile in the back. We have our own Intimidate in the back. Intimidate does nothing here. So we know they're not going to fake out Cinny here. I could Hydro Pump. Incin. We could just protect. I don't just like protect. Swap into Mawile. Let's swap into Garchomp. Potentially get some rough skin damage. If they don't take out Garchomp here, we can always rotate Cinny in on that slot. They protect, we protect, everybody protects. Go for fake out here. Why would you fake out protect? Interesting. Okay. And now we're fast. And we have Rock Slide. We'll probably go Cinny here. Just to get Garchomp a little healthier. I don't know if Rock Slide kills Incin with Life Orb, no Intimidate, but it'll certainly do a large chunk. And with Cinny coming in, we can really seal the deal here, I think. We probably don't get kill on either here, but we just need to chip and heal our team. Rock Slide comes out, does not kill. We get any flinches. We get our Life Orb. Go for Will-O-Wisp, Hydro Pump. So what are they running? Hydro Pump, T-Bolt. Oh wow, they kill. That crit? They're just not bulky. Or they do a lot of damage, I guess. Okay, they get the flinch. And this should finish us off here, I think. The Intimidate onto Incin. Matcha Gotcha going. We get Mega Evolve going. I think either way we win this here at this point. Incin can only Flare Blitz 1. I don't think Mawile even goes down to a Flare Blitz with an Intimidate. We could double up the Mawile, but then we get our Matcha Gotcha off, and then we come in with... who is our 4th? I can't remember. Maybe I made a mistake. Miss Hydro. Then Flare Blitz, Darkest, okay. We live. And get a matcha first, which is really nice actually. Kill the Rotom, and that should be GG as long as we don't miss play rough, but even if we do, we're in a pretty good spot. Siren Head next turn. It's not even that defensive. I mean, we're not bold on Sinistra, but we do run quite a bit of defense EVs, obviously, so kind of surprised we live that. Darkest Lariat. Usually those instants that are running Darkest Lariat are running like max attack mid speed for Trick Room. Alright. Oh, win streak continues. Okay. Let's keep it going. Alright, Plum, Pyroar, Ninetales. It's a lot of weather control. They do run Sunny Day, I'm pretty sure, on Whimsicott on this team. But if we reverse, if we're Trick Rooming, kind of like, what if we go Protect Trick Room on turn 1 here? We can't fake out. They have their own Sinistra to reverse the Trick Room. And who else do we want against Pyroar? Ninetales. Pyroar and Ninetales seems like Rotom Garchomp's pretty good. I think Rotom Garchomp is kind of the play here. With Sinistra, I like this. But let's take our time. We got 41 seconds. So if I'm looking at my team from their perspective, what do I want to lead? I know I'm probably bringing Whims for Encore. Or no, to win the Weather War. Sinistra doesn't beat Pyroar, so maybe we don't go Sinistra off the gate. Or out the gate. Maybe we go fast. Let's try fast mode instead. It's a little weaker to Raichu. Let's see what they come out with at the lead. I do bring Whimsicott. Basky Legion, wow. I do like Talonflame here. We can move before they can. I don't know if Tyranitar lives Life Orb Wave Crash here. Mega Tyranitar probably does. We could just Protect, we could Tailwind. Don't hate Tailwind. What if they don't bring Weather Control? What if we just win Weather Control the old-fashioned way by swapping in and out? Okay, making a call here. If they're Sunny Day, Talonflame goes first. If they Tailwind, Talonflame goes first. If they wipe their butt, Talonflame goes first. And if it's Focus Sash, the sand should chip it, unless... Oh, it's not Focus Sash, okay. And it's not Okaberry or whatever the anti-flying one is, so that's a tough turn 1 for them. And we won't knock off with Mega T-Tar. Wave Crash into Talon. No. Oh my god, it does one shot! That's ridiculous! God, this Pokemon's so busted. Oh my god. I should have damage calced it. Okay. These are tough turns all around, to be honest with you. Now we can Tailwind Rock Slide. Or Earthquake. Or Scale Shot. You go another Brave Bird into Earthquake. I don't hate that. Brave Bird and Flare Blitz are the same unless they're gonna swap out. In which case maybe Flare Blitz. They didn't bring their Sun mode? I like Tailwind Earthquake here. Basky Legion is kind of crushing us though. It doesn't look... It looks better than it is. It's not going great for us. that's a glass cannon. Basket Legion. Oh, we got the crit. Oh, we got bailed so hard. Fate's like, this win streak must continue. We don't care if you misplay by not using the damage calculator. I don't even know if that was Life Orb. I would have to go back and check the footage. I think it might have just killed me with like Mystic Water or nothing. Other than adaptability Basket Legion stuff. Okay, so we are looking pretty here. I don't like, or don't mind the double protect. I mean, when are they gonna go? No, we should attack. We should attack. We should Earthquake, Brave Bird. Now's not the time to not be aggressive. Yeah, it is Mega Raichu, which means it's not Sash, which means it really doesn't want to take an Earthquake. So it's probably going to fake out here, and then hopefully Brave Bird takes out the Cine, and that should be the end of it. We're still fastest. They didn't fake out, so we just win. It's just over. And the streak continues. And that's 4 games that I was planning to put into this video here, but we might go a 5th. I just kind of want to see where it ends. Let's keep going. GG's, Plum. GG's. I can't believe... Okay, let's quickly look at... This is kind of crazy. Okay, so let's pull up Tyranitar, Basket Legion. Let's assume all-out attacker, Mystic Water. Wave Crash always gets me. Mega Tyranitar. I don't invest anything in defense, to be honest with you. That's good to know. I think even without Mystic Water, do we? He doesn't always get it without Mystic Water or Life Orb. So it could have been a roll there. And if they're not adamant, we almost always live. So I'm okay with our defenses, but wow. Noted. Very noted. Mawile. Seems like it might be okay here. Intimidates through Oblivious. This, what? Is Mega Glim? Or is this Mega Glade? What if we lead Cine here? I don't hate it. Okay, so Mawile's really good into... Well, they have Earth Power usually. I think we want Trick Room here. No, actually, I think we want Talonflame. Talonflame... We just saw how Talonflame performs against Whimsicott. They could have Ice Shard. Icicle Crash. A lot of physical attackers here. Like Rotom, it's super effective into the Glim. And I kind of... It'd be weird not bringing Garch into Glim. But they do have some Garchomp hate here. How am I going to deal with Basket Legion? What if we bring Mawile just for the Intimidate? I think we need Cine. Yeah, that's a tough call on the last mon here. Cine's hard to be bad. We do have Cassib for Basket Legion. So hopefully he strengths up. Actually, let's just do this calculation. We defensively built our guy to live here. Okay. We always Tailwind before an Ice Shard goes off here, which means T-Tar is always going faster. Do they have Weather? No, so we have Weather. So let's just Mega Evolve and knock off into Basket Legion. Tailwind, I think. Let's see what this does for us. It might just protect, thinking Talonflame's gonna break our own Gale Wings. We might get the Basque Legion here, though. If it's Choice Scarf, we don't. Or do we? I don't remember. I don't think we do. Aqua Jet. Interesting. That doesn't one-shot? That's kind of crazy. Let's Focus Sash. So the chip takes it out. We get our Tailwind off. What's Mamo doing here? Earthquake? Rockslide. Cool. Okay. And we get the Basque here. That's a huge threat down. Talonflame did its job. Got our Tailwind up. Now we have this Mamo, which is going to be weak to my Rockslide, I believe. Let's see. I'm pretty sure Mamo Swine dies here pretty much every time. It's not Focus Sash on the Mamo. What is it on the Mamo? Is it a berry? Fireberry? Akaberry, maybe? What is on the Mamo? It's not Choice... It could be Choice Scarfed. It's probably Choice Scarfed into Rockslide, and we just Tailwinded it and foiled all its plants. Okay, so we have a Choice Scarfed Mamo. I don't think I want to heal T-Tar yet. Let's just keep on rocking with Rotom. I think they're going to go Gallade here. But they're going to be too slow, and they're not sashed. I think that was a good turn for us overall. There's Gallade, and I bet that's their Mega. I don't hate Protect here, but I don't want to be protecting through my own Tailwind turns. I don't hate Knockoff. I don't hate Knockoff. We're gonna low kick though, because I think we can beat this guy with Sinistra in the back, even if we lose. Oh, we missed. That's really bad. We didn't miss that. Nano's dead, but we're probably dead if they went Sacred Sword. The miss sucks here. That also sucks. 2v2. Okay. I'm trading mods. I still have my Mega. They still have their Mega. We have a Tailwind up for a little bit longer, but we can go for a... Oh, right. It's Glam. It's Grim. The fact that they didn't Sacred Sword is interesting. I think they're going for Reeds. It's Mega Glim, and it's not Sash on Gallade. Don't hate Protect here. Or do we Protect? Can Cinny win here? I don't think Earth Power takes us out. We could knock off Gallade. Go for Rage Powder. I think we have to. Sacred Sword's too scary. They always run Sacred. You don't run Gallade without Sacred Sword. So I think we kind of have to. We want the Earth Power to come away from T-Tar as well. Hopefully they Sacred Sword Earthquake or Earth Power. And we just one-shot Gallade, so okay. Torch Bomb. Yeah, it does a lot of damage. So last turn of Tailwind. Now I think we want to go for... Probably Knockoff. Does the most damage. Rockslide can miss, but it can... it can miss, but it can also... What am I saying? Spiky Shield, perfect. We get Tailwind, our Trick Room up. We've had speed control this whole game. We take a little chip. Trick Room goes up. Now we're fastest again. We go for knockoff again, and this time I think we just go for Matcha Gotcha. Again, I don't think Glim is one-shotting T-Tar through sand. So decent damage, get the burn. Doesn't get the KO. Got the crit. Okay. I was like, that did do a lot. Oh, okay. We always just keep attacking here, though, I think. I could miss with Rock Slide. I think we just... Did we just Strength Sap? But Rock Slide's not contact move. I did not mean to Strength Sap there. Definitely meant to. Matcha Gotcha. Rock Slide again. Rage Powder this time for the Earth Power. We hit the Rock Slide, which should be GG. The streak continues. I kind of have to go. But this has been really fun. Wow. GG's. That was a crazy streak. I need to cut the video off here because I am very overdue on getting this out. But thank you all for tuning in. If you like this team, let us know in the comments. And thanks for stopping by. Bye-bye. Okay, we are back with Mega Frostlass, Mega Swampert, Snow Rain team, Sleet team. Grimmsnarl with screens with Frostlass either indicates that Frostlass doesn't have Aurora Veil or the Grimmsnarl's not there for screens. It's kind of surprising. Rain Dance. So Weather, we should always win with Tyranitar. And we can also Tailwind first. So we're always faster than Swampert, but Swampert's kind of scary. We do have Rotom. Let's bring Rotom and maybe Cinny in the back. How are we taking care of the Archaludon without Garchomp? Do we want Chomp? Is Chomp good? Chomp's pretty much a liability here. Yeah, I like these four. Mawile in a Trick Room mode could have been interesting, but not the path we've chosen. It would be intimidating going up a 12-win streak opponent. Okay, Archaludon, they did recognize that's the threat. This is kind of tough. They could Parting Shot. I see what they're going for. Kind of like just low kick. And protect. Try to block the Parting Shot, but maybe they Parting Shot the Tyranitar. They can't Parting Shot the Tyranitar because it's a dark type and they have Prankster. I have to remind myself of these things. Okay, so there are screens and... So maybe not Aurora Veil? What that indicates? Reflects nuts. I think I gotta switch Rotom in. That's brutal. And he's got leftovers. How are we gonna break through this guy? We have to start by burning it. Let's get the Tailwind going. They can't go Rain Dance, so Electric Shot's not really a concern. Now comes the weather. Pelipper. Did you Electroshot the Talonflame? Juice. Yeah, they did. Would have been a good turn to protect Talonflame, huh? This is a potential weakness of the team. I was wondering what weaknesses to add to the team. It seems like Reflect Archaludon is a weakness of the team. We needed to bring Mawile here or Garchomp. Do we Mega Evolve to do more damage on Archaludon? I think it's too late for us, honestly. I think we lose this. I don't see a way in. Will-O-Wisp and Knockoff, potentially. We could try to put it on a timer. Do we have Cinny? If we have Cinny, maybe it's possible. Okay, that's step one, but it's already +1. Maybe they swap it out eventually. Okay, there goes Leftovers. It's not dying, as am I. Living. I don't even know if that's good for us or not. I mean, now I guess could be a time to use what? Actually, I think we just go for Will-O-Wisp on Swampert, right? And then we go into Pokemon. And we just give up on Megaing. We played it too passively, I guess. We should have Mega'd on turn 1. Just so we had more bulk to take these hits. Although we took a lot of hits pretty well. They might go in Pelipper here. I think that means they don't switch out here because Tyranitar is probably the slowest. You know, Pelipper comes in. Pelipper. So we Wisped. So we break a Sash potentially. Do you Electroshot again? Pretty scary. Okay. Still does a lot. Do I want to Thunderbolt? Everything's burned. I kind of want to protect Sinistra here. I just don't know how I do that. I think we do it by making a pretty hard read that they're bringing Swampert back in. Okay, protect. See who they target down here. It's probably a death sentence for Sinistra Dragon Pulse. Yeah, maybe we out-healed it. We did not. I don't think we're outliving this, Swampert now. Yikes. Okay, Archaludon. Noted. Weakness for the team. killer of the win streak. All right. Thunderbolt here. Look for a protect here. Rotom kind of walls Swampert, so maybe we can get Arcalodon here. Crit, potentially. Rain Dance, okay. Maybe they Electro Shot into Tyranitar. Here's hoping. We're faster. Ooh, 2 of them will do it. Okay, hold on. Hold up, hold up. No, I don't want a Thunderbolt there. I'll go here. I want to Mega Evolve. Okay, this is interesting. We have a chance here. I did not think we had a chance earlier, to be honest with you. Kind of a disastrous game. Go Protect. We went Knock Off into Pelly, though. We're not going to be faster, right? Ice Beam. Okay. Interesting. Well played, well played. Ice Beam Pelipper. So now we can just protect, and doesn't Arch die? No, it doesn't. It lives on 1. Oh, they have a whole other Pokemon. Wow. I forgot all about Grimmsnarl and Reflect. I mean, I feel like we always protect here. In case they fake out. They're probably just going for a light screen. So now the question is, do we double protect to avoid the additional damage from Arcalodon? Do we Will-O-Wisp into Grimmsnarl, who probably has a Spirit Break? Spirit Break probably is game winning for them. I kind of like double protect for Spirit Break. I think we lose. I don't think we can beat Grimmsnarl if they have Spirit Break, so I think we have to play as though they don't, which means they're going to go for like a Parting Shot, which is also pretty bad for us. I think we have to go for the Protect. I think we're in a bad spot, and we didn't get it. So what do you go for? Parting Shot. Dragon Pulse is faster than Grim, so he must have gone for Spirit Break. Either way, GG's. We don't have a strong enough Arcalodon answer. Yeah. Alright. GG's. At least we took down Arcalodon eventually. It only cost us everything. I feel like Thanos. Yeah, there's no way we can win this. GG's. And that wraps up the 12 win streak.